Hello, welcome to Gunning for the Top. With every chance of winning the quadruple gone for this season after losing in the FA Cup, we now solely focus on winning the Premier League and, if at all possible, winning the Champions League. Hello and welcome to episode 22 of Gunning for the Top. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have games against Borussia Mönchengladbach in the Champions League first knockout round, second leg, and against Chelsea. Yeah, we're playing Chelsea again, this time at home in the Premier League. And well, how have we been getting on since you were last with us? This is how we've been getting on. There is the game that you last saw on the bonus episode. 3-1 win against Chelsea at Wembley. Since then we got knocked out of the FA Cup. A single goal in the FA Cup fifth round, so we won't be defending champions this year. Very dismal affair that, and very lacklustre as well. Then we went on to beat Bournemouth 5-1, followed by another meeting with West Ham again at the London Stadium. This time we managed to win 2-0, which I'd have preferred it the other way around, to be fair. Sheffield United we then beat 3-0. It took us pretty much, first half was a non-event. It took us till early in the second half. You'll see a goal from Lacazette after 48 minutes. Really to get things going, and it wasn't really until the 90th minute when Lacazette scored again that we actually signed the game off, so to speak. Which brings us to today's games: Gladbach in the Champions League first round, and Chelsea in the Premier League. And how has that affected our position in the Premier League? Let's have a quick look. Let's have a look on this view because it's better for you. You will see that we are still top of the table, 77 points from 30 games. I think there's 38 to be played, so 8 more games to be played. We've won 24, drawn 5, lost 1, and 91 goals for, 24 against, a goal difference of 67. And you'll see from our form, 5 wins clear at the top there. Our nearest rivals at the moment, 8 points away, are Manchester United. So that's 2 wins and 2 points. So in effect, to pass us, they've got to win 3 more of the 8 games than us. So that's our target at the minute. And we do play them on the last day of the season. So from past experience of FM saves, it could well come down to the last game of the season, because we'll have a wobble, and it will all be down to that last game. And then beyond them, at 64 points are Chelsea, so they are a good 17 points. 17? Is that right? No, 13 points behind. So I would say, and this is very big-headed, probably out of touch now, and it's really, Liverpool are way out of touch on 60 points, 17 points clear of them. So I really realistically think it's between us and Manchester United, and Chelsea on a very outside. And on today's episode, if we can beat Chelsea, then to be fair, I think that's them dead and gone. I don't think there'll be any catching us then. It will literally between us and Manchester United. So we need to see how they get on in the incoming games. Today's game, I think, is a catch-up game. We are playing today, aren't we? Swansea lost to Man City on Sunday. We're actually not playing till Saturday. Why am I where I am? I thought I'd motored through, but there you go. Got a tactical meeting. Something not quite right here. That's Chelsea game. Oh no, of course we're playing the Borussia Mönchengladbach. Silly boy. I was thinking we're playing in the Premier League, and that's why I couldn't see any Premier League games going on. So that's where we are at this point in time. So we'll backtrack on that and say, right, that's what we're looking for come the weekend. Right, moving on then. It's to our first game. Nothing else has really happened. We're through to our first game of the episode. And here is the team that we are putting out against Borussia Mönchengladbach in the first knockout round of the Champions League, second leg. And as you will remember, we are 4-1, I think, 4-1 up from that first leg. Donnarumma is the goalkeeper, as always. Tierney, Gabriel, Luis Philippe and Maitland-Niles are our defence. Luis Philippe and Gabriel striking up quite a partnership there right now. Willen and Partey are in midfield, and Bangamang, Kolowski and Pepe in the attacking midfield. And Erling Haaland, coming back from injury, is up front. I don't expect him to see the whole game out, as he is not completely fit, as you will see. We need to be mindful. So is Tierney. So both those we need to keep one eye on. And on the bench we have Leno, Holding, Nelson, Lacazette, Elney, Saka and Edouard. Just to note, there are a couple of injuries which I should have shown you before, but between matches I will show you. And we also get, this is Wednesday, we also get on Friday the draws for, assuming we get through, draws for the quarter-final and the semi-final of the Champions League. So we'll be having a quick look at those as well. So we are going to submit the teams and go through to this game against Borussia Mönchengladbach at the Borussia Stadium, I think it is. And seems to be taking its time. There we go. Yeah, Borussia Park is the name of the stadium. And we have a Spanish referee, Sanchez Martinez. And right, we are going to pump fists and say we are favourites and should be winning this comfortably. Expect nothing but a win from this match. Keep our good run going. I think that's probably fair. And mixed thing. How important is Kane to Arsenal today? It's not about him or any individual, but the team as a whole. Better collectively. Jimenez and Bellerin miss out due to injury and suspension. How much of an absence will they will be in this huge match? It's a big match, you're right, and I want the step up to the plate. I think that's fair enough, which I'm sure they will do. So Gladbach have won 2, drawn 1 and lost 2 of their last 5 games. And we have, the only game we have won is lost is that game against West Ham in the FA Cup from the last 5 games, and the other 4 we've won. And away we go. And the screen does this because we switched to laptop in order to play the games in between, and we end up with latest scores in the Premier League. Are we really interested in those? Need to change this around as well. Hang on a minute, bear with me. We want Gladbach formation, Gladbach stats, latest scores, but we will have the Champions League. Not that it's going to bother us at all. The interesting thing, just seeing that now, don't think we get the table. Well, there isn't a table. Of course there isn't, Mark. Yeah, interesting to see that Chelsea are playing Benfica tonight as well. So with that game against Chelsea coming up, we'll both have played. So no real impact on us specifically, as we have had previously in some of the games that we've played then in the Premier League days after. A little bit of a hangover. The old dreaded European hangover. Tierney now out of defence, looking for a Bangamang. Didn't quite find him. It was nodded on by their defender, and it's gone back all the way back to their goalkeeper. Bangamang closing him down, and they have an attack on here and are in. And Donnarumma, not very persuasive there that he was going to manage to deal with that, but he did. And the ball away. Pepe on the break now. And this is maybe the way we're going to get them today. Is Pepe's pushed it out to Haaland. Haaland comes into the box. He crosses it in, looking for Willen. And that was saved by their goalkeeper. That was a surefire going in the back of the net. Lovely ball in. And we need to watch that goal for them fairly soon in this half. May give them a bit of impetus as well. And we could do with the goal. Bangamang. Willen. Tierney. Tierney crosses it in for Thomas, and again Haaland. And the goalkeeper is equal. We've hopefully not hopefully, but let's hope that we haven't come to a game where the goalkeeper is kingpin for the opponents, because once again he's saved their bacon. And through to Haaland, and goalkeeper puts it round the corner. Bangamang winning that ball, but and he managed to stop the attack at that point, but they're back on it and moving the ball around nicely. Ball forward to Ramos. Maitland-Niles to Pepe. Just going to check something a minute. Maitland-Niles forward, looking for Haaland. Haaland's in, and it's blocked by the defender. So that's a couple of chances Haaland hasn't had. We're all right. Remembering that he's coming back from injury, so he's probably not 100%, and has lost his touch a little bit. So he certainly lost his eye for the goal. But a couple of sighters there. Hopefully it'll bode well for later in the game. He's in, and you would have expected him. He's gone round the goalkeeper, and I think it was the goalkeeper that actually saved it. So a bit disappointed it wasn't around the goalkeeper and the defender that cleared it. Certainly having the better of the game so far. Long ball forward, but nobody there. Willen picks it up in midfield to a Bangamang. Back to Willen. Willen looking to get it through for Haaland, but the defender cuts it out. Tierney all the way back now to Donnarumma. Donnarumma out wide to Maitland-Niles, who's deputising for Bellerin. To Pepe. Pepe, he's got round his man. Ball into the area. I'm not sure if he was looking for Haaland, or Haaland was very late in moving for it. Again, a little bit of sharpness needed, and this needs to be blocked off. He's got round him, but a very weak shot in the end. And Donnarumma was never going to get beaten like that. Tierney is tiring very, very quickly, as is Willen. Ball into the area, and Donnarumma equal to that one. Oh, and a mistake there by Donnarumma. He threw the ball out straight. What's this? Straight to the defender. Straight to the attacker. Really poor throw out, and I think have to be grateful that they didn't capitalise on that. Other sides would have done. And I think a bit of a shake-up at half-time. Have had the better of the first half, but it's not been convincing, and Gabriel has picked up a yellow card. So, second half, not happy with your performance, which I think is general consensus anyway. Individuals, Gabriel, you need to avoid getting another yellow card. And anybody else not performing, Kozolski, he's not having the best of days. performing our usual style here for sure. Tierney with the throw in, and Abangamang is beaten. Ball through, and didn't find his man, but we've broken the play up. Pepe through to Haaland. Can Haaland capitalise this time? He can, and Haaland has found his goal. Erling Haaland, his 4th goal of the season for Arsenal, and he's up and running. And well broken up, long ball forward, and that hopefully settles us down and gets us going now. And we're going to encourage the team, and possibly with that in mind, with the away goal in there now, right, Tierney was tired, so we're going to take Tierney off and bring on Saka. I did see Willen flagging as well, and we're going to bring Elney on for him. 5-1 the aggregate lead, and we have the away goal, so that's cancelled out. Let's hit the crossbar. Oof, living on our nerves, but Haaland's come all the way back for it. He holds the ball up, waiting for the attackers to get into place, and Pepe now with the ball. Haaland hangs back a little bit. He was a little bit forward. Pepe into the area, and he's been felled, but nothing given. Where's the VAR ref? Long ball forward, which they've got, and defenders have gone back in now, but are they through? No. Defended well there and cleared by Elney. Well tackled by Ramos. Abangamang coming forward now. He's missed out. Kowalski to Haaland, back to Kowalski, and he's buried that in the corner. That is game over. 2-0 on the night, 6-1 on aggregate, and Borussia Mönchengladbach are beaten, I think you can safely say. And I think we can take that down to a balance now, see the game out, and well tackled, but it only got as far as Kowalski, and Kowalski and Haaland a quick 1-2, and Kowalski making himself room. Highlight started from their kickoff, which is always a bit of a concern that they don't come back and score one, but I think with us with such a substantial lead now. Oh, and yeah, they have got one back, but it only makes it 6-2. Still need 4 goals, 5 goals to be win this one. And Gabriel with the tackle. You can see it again. He's just onside. I think Gabriel played him on, and he come away with the ball. A bit unlucky there, I suppose you could say. And Partey now is tired, so we may well bring him off for Nelson. Kowalski is tired as well, and we're going to drop a bit of praise just to cheer them all up. It's always good to drop a bit of praise. There we go. Let's cheer them up a little bit. They have a corner. Oof. Well blocked by somebody, and that's blocked again, and it's come out. Haaland's come all the way back, and that's gone into the area, but that's going over the top. Pepe with the long ball in. Gabriel trying to get underneath it, didn't quite make it. The goalkeeper was there before him, And we've cut that out in midfield. Kowalski to Haaland. Haaland back to Pepe. And a curled shot from Pepe makes it 3-0. Sorry, 3-1 on the night. 7-2 on aggregate. 22nd goal of the season for Pepe. And I think without any doubt at all, this was an absolute, there we go, curled shot, Pepe style. And that was something very special. And there is full time, outstretched arms. Very happy with the result and the way that you played. Chelsea have won their game against Benfica 3-0, 5-1 on aggregate. And we will see the draws. We'll come back for the draws very, very shortly. I didn't get a tunnel interview there, which was very strange. The post-match conference will send Steve Round into. 8.68 million for winning that game. And Haaland impresses on his comeback. Did play the whole game and didn't appear to be overly tired. So it's good stuff from him. So we'll move on and we will come back when we have the draws for the for the quarterfinal and the semi-finals of the Champions League. And so you come back with the draws for the quarterfinal and semi-final of the Champions League in place. Let's have a look. The teams still in the competition are Arsenal, Barcelona, Juventus, Manchester United, Atletico Madrid, Chelsea, Liverpool and Paris Saint-Germain. To be fair, 4 British teams out of the 8, so there's every chance. The odds are stacked that we will pick up one of the other 3 English clubs, I guess. But we'll see how the draw goes in here. So the quarterfinal first then, which is the best way to do it. Better to do it that way around. Let's commence and see how we go. First out of the pot, Chelsea. Are we going to play Chelsea again? No. Chelsea have Barcelona. Juventus will play Liverpool. So that's 2 of the 4. Paris Saint-Germain will play Arsenal. We have Paris Saint-Germain. What around that will be? Manchester United. So all the English clubs have avoided one another. Will play Atletico Madrid. So that is the draw for the quarter-final. We will play Paris Saint-Germain. One heck of a draw. That is, for sure. So with the quarter-final drawn, let's have a look at the semi-finals. So Paris Saint-Germain or Arsenal will play Juventus or Liverpool. So we get Liverpool in the semi-final if we can shadow through here, which means Manchester United or Atletico Madrid will play Chelsea or Barcelona. What's the money on? Arsenal versus Liverpool, Manchester United versus Chelsea in the semi-finals of the Champions League. Let's see if that's how it pans out. There's a lot of water to go under that bridge before then. So, with all that said and done, and a possible final against Chelsea or Manchester United or Barcelona or Atletico Madrid. That's if we can get past Paris Saint-Germain and then either Juventus or Liverpool. Let's go to the Chelsea game. And here is the team that we have selected for the game against Chelsea. We have Donnarumma in goal, Tierney, Gabriel, Jimenez and Maitland-Niles in defence. Willock and Cabellos in midfield with Nelson, Kowalski and Lacazette in the attacking midfield. Haaland continues up front, and then on the bench today we have Leno, Holding, Saka, Edouard, Luis Philippe Elney and John Jules. So that is our team to play Chelsea. A little bit of rotation going on here. Through to the dressing room, and what are we going to say here? We're going to pump fists. Yeah, we're favourites here. Let's go out and give the fans something to cheer for. Everything in your hands stands so you could go on and become Premier League champions. We've managed to give ourselves a great platform which to, yep, Chelsea currently lying third place in the Premier League. Could Chelsea we'll have to work hard, our work cut out if we're going to take something from this match. They're a quality team. We've got a real challenge on our hands. I think that's a fair assumption. And there we go. That one loss against West Ham still in there, but 4 games, the last 4 games, and they have also lost one, but drawn one as well. And that's how the table looks as it currently stands. 17 points in front of Chelsea at this stage of the game. And we're underway. I did pause it to get Chelsea getting around there, and Willock back to Tierney. Tierney doing the original tackle to Nelson, to Cabellos. Cabellos looking for Lacazette. Lacazette now goes on a run, and he pushes it wide to Cabellos again. Cabellos crosses for Nelson, who just hovers one in, and the goalkeeper is equal to it, but it was an offside, and as a consequence it didn't come to anything. We have FA Cup matches going on as well, which we're not really interested in. The Premier League, Burnley will play Liverpool, but I think they're playing slightly later than us, so we won't see anything going on. Kowalski is tired. We do need to rest him, I think. I don't know if he's got international duty. We could do with not letting him go, really. Not that he'll be happy about that, but Gabriel, good tackle. And Tierney back to Donnarumma. Donnarumma steadying the ship a little bit. Lacazette flick the ball on. Nelson in again now, and tackled. Just took that one step too far there, I think, and didn't quite make it. Nelson with the cross in. Haaland with a header, but it's blocked, and it comes out to Lacazette, who just manages to keep the ball in. Looks as if he's going to run out with it. To Cabellos, to Maitland-Niles, who's picked up a yellow card. So what we do need to do is we do need to go... Oh, we can't do it at the minute while the highlights showing. We'll pick that up as soon as we can. Lacazette with the flick to Kowalski, and then over the top to Nelson. And Nelson just looking, biding. He's probably taking that 1 second too much to decide where he was going with that ball, and as a consequence he didn't manage to get his shot away. Tierney with the throw into Kowalski. Willock with the ball in, and Haaland heading it down, and I think it was Nelson who had the shot in the end that was saved by Kepa. But he's passed it out, and Jimenez comes and picks it up. Cabellos to Willock to Nelson to Willock to Cabellos to Lacazette. Nelson in again, and he's got it away this time. Had to dig it out of his feet by the looks of it. He's got in a bit of a tangle there, and I thought he was going to miss yet another chance, but he did actually get that away in the end. Nelson here to Willock. He's gone on the run. Lacazette forward. He's got tackled, but managed to find the ball and put it away. Chelsea defending well up until that point. We have a free kick now. Kowalski looks like he's given everything. We're going to ignore that for the minute. Nelson with the ball in, and it's missed everybody. Gabriel is there on the far side. He's flicked it back in, and the header coming in from Jimenez just over the top. I think it was for Jimenez in the first place, but Jimenez didn't take off for it. And we have definitely been the better team in this first half. Kowalski is very, very tired. We're going to try and get him through to half time. Nelson with the ball in, and Haaland has scored his 5th goal of the season. Defenders just stood and watched him, really. Is this Erling Haaland? Is it? Oh, that's what he does. Oh, you watch. They all stood there. He's running around, got bumps there, and he's come round the back, and there's nobody's taken any account of him at all. We have another throw in. Tierney to Kowalski. Kowalski with a cross in. Ooh, Kappa missed that completely, and that could well have gone in, and somebody sneaked in at the back post and had that in the goal. Right. Things are going well. Now you're capable of even better. We're going to reinforce Maitland-Niles. Need to play to avoid a yellow card. And I think that's enough for the team talk. Let's have a look. And Kowalski is definitely, he's out and thingy, so we'll bring Edward on for him to start the second half. Haaland will need a change, I think, at some point or other, and it might be that we move Edward forward. Nelson could go into his space and then bring on one of the others. We'll see. We'll do a bit of a jig run. So Edward on for Kowalski. He's going to take a free kick to start off with. Haaland gets his 2nd of the game, our 3rd, and Chelsea are beaten. 6th goal of the season, and we take another step towards the Premier League title. And there we are, Haaland producing the goods immediately after half time, and they kick off. And again, highlight straight up from kickoff. Kickoff. Highlight from the kickoff after a goal always means something, and that's what it meant. Well, that's what it meant. Is Martinez was due to get his 28th goal of the season, to get a goal back for Chelsea, put them back into the game a little bit, and always a worry. Donnarumma probably should have got that. And Haaland very, very tired. Jimenez and Holding. Right, we're not going to take him off because he's got a yellow card. He just has to behave himself. In fact, what we'll do is we'll tell Jimenez to calm down. We may sort that out in a minute. Ignore for the minute. We are 65 minutes in, and I'm thinking let's go to a balanced, and we will encourage the players at this point. But what we'll also do is we will Haaland is on a hat-trick, but to be fair, I don't want to leave him on and injure him. He's fresh back. Right, I'm going to bring Edward forward, and then we'll midfield central. be Nelson. And then attacking midfield left is John Jules. In fact, undo that. No. Hang on. Haaland. With Nelson. No. It's completely undone, isn't it? Edouard for Haaland. And then attacking midfield left. We will bring John Jules on in that position. So let's just check we've got these everybody in the right place. Nelson in the middle there. John Jules on the left. Edouard up front. It's all good. And we'll confirm those changes. We'll shut this down and we will continue the game. Lots of players tired now after our midweek excursions, but then so should Chelsea be, because they have been in the Champions League as well. And Tierney cut that one out nicely. And we will need to make another change. Tierney wins that one as well, and Edouard, goalkeeper, comes out for it. Tierney picks it up again, this time to John Jules. John Jules inside. He's going to pop this one back to Willock. Willock looking for Cabellos. Cabellos to Nelson. Nelson to Lacazette. Maitland-Niles flicks it in for Nelson, and he gets his second of the game, fourth goal of the season for Reiss Nelson, and well done to him. That puts us 4-1 up on the day, and I think very well played. Let's make that final change. Who do we bring off? This is the question. All have played very, very well, and it's really down to who we've got on the bench, I guess. Luis Philippe is on there. He's not 100%. I'm thinking maybe Gabriel for Holding. Let's bring Gabriel off and bring on Rob Holding. Saying that I should have brought Saka on for Tierney, but Tierney throw into John Jules, back to Tierney. Tierney with the ball forward, not anywhere near one of our men. Maitland-Niles cuts that one out to Cabellos, to Lacazette. Lacazette forward move to Cabellos. Maitland-Niles now on the outside. He's tired. Can he get the cross in? He can, and it's gone through to John Jules, who sweeps it into the back of the net to get off the mark for his season. And our fifth on the day. And Chelsea have looked very, very mediocre in this game. A game against them in the Champions League would have set us up quite nicely. And they have a free kick here. Oh, unlucky. That was very fortunate on their behalf. Makes the score look a little bit better. 5-2. Hit the back of Maitland-Niles, and Mount was quickest to it and buries it in the back of the net. And full time comes. Unfortunate goal there at the end, but happy with the performance and the way that you've played. Well done, team. You managed to grab a win today against Chelsea. What did you make of the game? It's a great result for all of us. Substituting Haaland when he was on a hat-trick race to my brows today. He can't have been pleased with that. Erling is confident the game was won, and we have some important fixtures coming up. He should be happy though. The team won, and that's what matters. The individual. Yeah, I think that's fair enough. And he was tired. So we finish the day having won against Borussia Mönchengladbach and against Chelsea, and the table looking like this, we are 11 points clear of Manchester United. Now, they do have a game in hand, so it depends on what happens in that game of hand, but we are 11 points and 16 points now clear. Is that right? 16, yeah. 16 points clear of Chelsea in third place. So I think realistically, having beaten Chelsea are out of the equation, and it really now is down to just a straight run between us and Manchester United. And provided we can win more games than Manchester United on the run in, then it's all said and done, really, isn't it? So if they win that game, we will be 8 points. It's roughly 3 games that they've got to win more than what we do, and as it currently stands, we're not looking like losing at all, are we? So it's all looking promising. There is an international break coming up, which means that we get to rest a few players, but most of them are going away on international duty, of course. And Nelson is he had a fantastic game coming in there. Give him a pat on the head. And so where does that leave us with our next episode 23 coming up, getting to the butt end of the season? Very quick one, actually, by the looks of it, because I think we do need Paris Saint-Germain is a cracking quarter-final for the Champions League, and I think we will come back for a Champions League special episode, episode 23, both legs of the Paris Saint-Germain, away first and then home, and see how we get on with that, and then progress from there. We've only got one league game between now and then, and that's against Liverpool, so we'll see how we're progressing with that and where we go. I think that's pretty much it. So that is a short run to our next episode. Paris Saint-Germain and the Champions League quarter-final in the next episode. Should be a good one. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel and hit that notification button so that you can keep up to date with all future episodes and series as they are released, and any new series that come out, which there will be very, very shortly. New episodes of this series are currently released every Tuesday and Friday at 4:15 p.m. So why not follow me on Twitter at JustOffside2 for all the updates on this channel and more, as well as when the new series are coming out. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Episode 23 will be out on Friday, and it's a Champions League quarter-final special. Don't miss it.